Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about text editors and making our first HTML file. So what are text editors? Text editor is basically just a program which edits text. It says on the name, text editor. So it's just a program which can edit text files or text documents. Some examples are Notepad, WordPad, Microsoft Word, Sublime, etc. Every operating system that you use should have a text editor, a basic text editor installed. You can search for it. It might be Notepad. In Windows, it's called Notepad, alright? So this is just a text editor. For HTML, we will need a text editor. Now let's take a look at some text editors. Now I have 4 tabs open here. These are all for text editors, okay? So we have Visual Studio Code, Atom, Notepad++, and Sublime Text. All of these are really great. Atom is an all-rounder. Atom and Visual Studio Code both. They're all-rounders. They're good for every kind of language. Notepad++ and Sublime are simple and easy to get into. Although Notepad++ is only available on Windows. I would recommend Sublime. It's really good for beginners. I'll start on Notepad, normal basic Notepad, and then switch on to Sublime Text. Now let's make our very first HTML file. I'm gonna create a folder here. I'm gonna name it HTML, okay? And inside this folder, we're gonna create a text document. Right click, go to New, and Text Document. You can name this anything you want. I'm gonna name this web page. Alright, so over here, as you can see, the type is text document. Now we need an HTML document. So we need to change this text document into an HTML document. To make things easier for us, we're going to change some settings, right? Go to your start menu and search for type and folder. Go into File Explorer options, go to View tab, and go to this option, Hide Extensions for Known File Types. Uncheck this. Then click Apply and click OK. So what this did was it basically unhid the extensions, okay? So .txt extension is for text documents. This piece of text after the dot is called an extension. So you can just change this to an HTML extension, okay? HTML documents use .htm or .html extensions. So you can just change this to .html and press enter. It's gonna give you a warning. You can just ignore this and click yes. And after that, instantly you can see that the icon changed from a text file to a browser image, okay? So this is an edge icon. For you, it might be a Chrome icon or a Safari icon, whichever your default browser is. For me, it's an edge icon, okay? And over here, you can see that it says Microsoft Edge HTML document. So by this HTML document, we know that this is an HTML file. Now, if we double click this, it will open in our browser. Right over here, it's completely empty because we just created it. Now let's go back to our folder, and in order to open this in a text editor, we right click this, go down to open with. Now here's a list of some programs you can open with, like Notepad or these browsers. If you can't find your text editor or whichever program you want to use in this list, go down to choose another app. And in this list, you can look for your app. I will use Notepad, so I'm just gonna select this. If you still can't find it, go down to more apps and scroll down. As you can see, there's Visual Studio Code. There are all sorts of apps or programs. You can search for yours, select it, and then click OK. Alright. Now my text file, this HTML document, is open in my Notepad, okay? Now if I type it, let's minimize this, we don't need this. Now if I type anything in this, hello world, and if I save this, Control S for save, or you can go to File and Save, Control S, okay? Save, and we refresh our browser. It's gonna show us hello world right here. Let's change this to something else. lemonade man. Let's save this and let's refresh our browser and it changes to lemonade man. All right, so this is basically an HTML document, but this isn't exactly HTML. In HTML we use tags and I'll explain them in the next video. For now, this is it. In the next video I'm going to be explaining some basic tags like h1 for headings and p for paragraph and the basic layout of an HTML document.